Welcome back to another Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game video. It's been a while since we've done just an isolated TCM video.
Yeah.
Because there really hasn't been enough news to justify a solo TCM video.
Been mentioning the various packs on Slash and Cast.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's been a while.
Various packs and complaining about delays.
A lot of complaining.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, I'm sure you do at this point if this topic is interesting enough for you to click on the video. The patch from February that was going to be the end of the content pass, which there were 2 more cosmetic packs we needed in that, as well as a handful of premium things that have yet to be announced, except for one of them. We have some news on that today. Yeah, that patch just got delayed. It wasn't clear how long it was going to be delayed. Now we know. The answer was a month or 3 weeks-ish, a little bit more. So, yeah, this February patch is now the March patch, which means there will not be a March-devoted patch.
You mean we're not getting another patch the following Tuesday?
Right.
Come on.
That was a no-brainer. The second there was a delay on the February one, it was obvious that there wasn't going to be a separate March patch.
Right.
Now, the question is this going to continue where there's not an April patch? Or, where are we going with this is the question. I think what ultimately happened with this, because the reason they delayed is it said there were stability issues. I think it was probably the Xbox crashing was continuing to happen. They still didn't have that resolved. And now it looks like they officially do.
And then their server issues that happened a week or a week and a half ago, that didn't help.
Yeah.
Having to take your focus away from this already delayed patch and focus on what's going on there.
Yeah. It does look like they got this resolved pretty quickly, and things seem to be pretty stable across the board, so that's good news. So this next patch finally got its release date March 20th, okay? Just a couple days away. It's on Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern. You, of course, have the Sunday Best Cosmetic Pack for Family that's coming out. That's part of the Content Pass, as well as the Denim Outfit Pack for Victims, also included in the Content Pass. That's officially it. That is what's left of things included in the Content Pass. And again, they haven't addressed how delayed or how long it will be for the things that were announced alongside the Content Pass to be revealed and released.
Right. The premium Leatherface skin.
Yeah.
The hair pack.
The fucking hair pack. Yeah, that's the one where people have been screaming about. And I'm screaming out the Leatherface skin. I really want to see, I'm sure somebody design that, probably a celebrity special effects artist. So I'm excited to see that, a new look for Leatherface. And yeah, just no word on that. And I brought this up before. So if they do another content pass, which I don't know, I'm kind of doubting it, but if they do another content pass, should we be expecting the things that are announced as premium content to come out with the content pass? Should those not be within the same timeline as the content pass itself?
They were supposed to be.
You would certainly think so. That's how they were announced, but they haven't said anything about it.
Just we will have more info to share when we have it.
Yeah, and then when people have been giving them a hard time on the subreddit, they have been responding with, we'll have more information on the 2 cosmetic packs in the content pass soon. So what about all the other shit, dude? We're just ignoring that? I'm curious about that. I'd like to see some more information, but we did get one of those premium pieces of content were announced today. Sonny Outfit Pack number 3 will be available for purchase, not including the content pass, for $4.99.
It's to me.
It's not nearly as nice as his denim outfit.
Correct.
I fuck with the short shorts though.
Yeah,
like
shorts are nice, but I also don't play Sonny. Some called me a Sonny main when the game launched, and that's because I was the worst victim player. And everyone took all the good victims, so I was stuck with Sonny.
Yeah.
Now, on a main through and through. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Yep.
I will not be purchasing. I know, but response is kind of 50-50 at this time. This just got announced.
Yeah, with the patch notes. So.
Yeah, so not too much feedback as of recording this.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll end up getting. I probably won't. I don't play Sonny enough to probably justify a mid cosmetic pack, especially with the denim's so much better.
It is. It
denim's
really is.
so much better. That's probably his best cosmetic. So,
okay,
we're going to run through the patch notes. I'm going to speed through these. Okay, if you want to read them yourself and take it all in at a slower pace, please, link in the description. But I'm going to run through these and stop if anything actually seems interesting. Okay, Tune base game, Bones Gore Bombs. The blast damage radius for Bones Gore Bombs has been increased. This is actually a note that means something to me. The Gore Bombs are kind of, they're not great. And the problem is they're so obvious when they're going to be set off. So I don't know how much increasing the radius of the Gore Bombs, the damage radius, will actually help. It actually might affect you more as family because they can knock you on your ass too.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that it's mainly the family that ends up getting hit by these Gore Bombs when they're in chase a victim right in front of the Gore Bomb. The victims are able to get away, and it's the family who's left taking the hit. So.
Yeah, the best way to use the Gore Bombs is to place them at basement doors so that they'll be constantly set off. And then if you run the ability build where you pick up the spark plug and you get a full vial, that's the only way to really run those Gore Bombs. They're not going to stop victims from doing anything, but if you put them in a position like the basement where you're not going to be running past it and they will always set it off, you can max out Grandpa very quickly. That is more of an issue that should be addressed rather than this. This is probably, I don't know who asked for that, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Xbox crashes are fixed. We have fixed various Xbox crashes.
Hope so.
We've heard it before. Hopefully we don't have to hear it again. Hopefully this is it.
Right.
And again, I have to assume that's why the patch was delayed for so long. That it was time to get it done. It was time to make sure it was fixed, and we never talked about it because it's since October.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Since game was on Game Pass for Xbox players.
Yeah.
And now, hey, we're removing it from Game Pass. Now you have to buy it, and they bought it and couldn't play it.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah. Another note here that I'll stop on for a second. Fixed base game interactions. The team has made further adjustments to ensure that traversal options are prioritized over item pickups. Where the fuck has that been? Because so many things like med bottles, the bottles being next to the doors, and instead of going over an obstacle or going through the door, you grab the bottle and you get killed. Day one, that's been a thing.
Yep.
And really, I yell at them because, why would you put it there? Of course, when one button is your interaction button and you put two interactions touching each other like that, of course it's going to be a problem. So hopefully this actually does make a noticeable difference because good grief.
Hopefully this counts that those bone scrap bone charms in the basements that are right next to the obstacles.
Yeah.
Especially on gas station. I can't tell you how many times on freaking gas station I run to get over that obstacle and I turn around in chase and Leatherface fucks me.
Or like the noisemaker that's right on top of that one obstacle at gas station. You constantly will go to cut that down rather than going over the obstacle. Hopefully that is something that's fixed there with that. All right. Let's do this. Base game close encounters. A bug was fixed for close encounters in private matches where the host player would win in grappling situations that they should have lost. Son of a bitch. Host advantage. It's a real thing. Base game Execution Pack 4's Black Bars. The team has fixed the aspect ratio for the cinematics of Execution Pack 4. Black Bars now removed to mirror previous release executions.
Is this the third time we've read this?
Third time.
Hopefully the last. Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Base game Bone Spawn on Slaughterhouse maps. The team has fixed issues with bones spawning in incorrect locations on all Slaughterhouse variants. I was thinking that I haven't seen that in a long time. Then I'm like, oh yeah, we don't play bones anymore.
Yeah.
Base game Gore Bombs. Fixed an issue that allowed Bones to place Gore Bombs mid-air in escape zones. We also have fixed the issue where Bones Gore Bombs wouldn't be triggered and or retrieved on certain corners and assets. Base game Wyatt Awareness Team ability upgrade. A bug impacting the Awareness Team upgrade has been fixed where family members hit by Wyatt's knives will not be highlighted for all victims. Fixed base game Wyatt knives interacting with Hand's ripstall. An issue was present where Wyatt could turn off the generator during Hand's ripstall minigame and would sometimes result in players being unable to interact with the generator for the remainder of the match. Wyatt was able to throw another knife to receive XP for turning off the generator when it was already turned off. This issue has been fixed, and Wyatt can no longer interact with the generator during Hand's ripstall minigame. Wow. Deep breath, and we go. Wyatt's knife bypassing electric traps. We have fixed a bug where Wyatt's throwing knives would disable an electric trap and turn off the generator or battery in a single knife throw. It will now take one throwing knife to disable the electric trap and one throwing knife to turn off an objective. At least that's one way you could slow down Wyatt a little bit.
Right.
Base game, Bone Charm collision with Wyatt knives. Our team has fixed an issue where Wyatt's knives being blocked by collision from a specific type of Bone Charm. Wyatt's Star Sign ability is during Escape Cinematic. We have fixed Wyatt being able to use his ability while escaping, which would result in sliding movement and a visible crosshair during spectating.
I hope that wasn't a priority.
Well, it was a priority, all right.
What does that do for you?
Yeah, there's a couple of those. You're like, oh, okay.
All right.
Bypassing animations. We fixed the bug that allowed family players to bypass the animations for setting traps, closing doors, and locking doors. No more animation canceling? What? How are we supposed to sweat in hell?
Why are we nerfing family?
Why? Hands barge animation. Hands players were able to skip his successful barge animation if they performed interactions such as collecting blood, rip stalling, hooking up electric traps, etc. Family animations. We fixed a bug when a family member would walk through the valve exit. The family member would get stuck in their walking animations for a brief period of time.
That's been in for a while.
Yeah, you're just stuck. It sucks ass. So, yeah, you would swing into it. You'd try to kill somebody as they're going through, and you swing into it. And then you're just stuck there, and then everyone else runs right by you. It's embarrassing. Native invites. We have fixed the issue where the native invite prompt did not always show up for PS5 players in custom lobbies. I thought this was fixed a while ago because I had that issue, and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah, I thought that was fixed.
Yeah. Leatherface's overhead slam. The team has fixed the issue that caused Leatherface's overhead slam attack to not register if a victim was traversing crawl spaces, stabbing grandpa, or interacting with the valve. Wow, that explains so much. Don't it? Hands barge. An issue has been resolved where Hands' initial barge attack would not function as intended, resulting in the player becoming soft-locked. No Cell and Hands barge. We fixed a bug where the perk No Cell was not using charges properly when getting barged by Hands. Protective Aura perk. The team has fixed an issue where the perk Protective Aura did not reduce damage when a victim was pulled out of a hiding spot. Rally Leader perk. Fixed the perk Rally Leader, which was only functioning for the perk holder instead of all victims per subscription. Help all victims recover from being incapacitated more quickly. Recovery was 15, 25, 35% faster. Fish Hooks was not working as intended at level 2 and level 3 and will now work as described. Sneak attacks decrease families' max stamina for a limited amount of time. Max stamina is reduced by 50, 65, 75% for 10, 20, 30 seconds. Slippery is now fixed, so the perk activates after a player finishes traversing through a gap. I didn't know what was wrong with it because Slippery sure as shit it was effective.
Felt slippery.
Yeah, it sure felt slippery. Danny knows engines. We have fixed a bug where the I know engines perk wouldn't activate within the proper ranges when equipped on Danny. Swinging for the fences on Bones. An issue has been fixed with the Grandpa perk swinging for the fences where it was not applying to Bones when the perk was active. Virginia sound effects. We fixed a bug where the sound effects for Virginia contaminating a blood bucket continued if she canceled out of the interaction. Johnny's footprint tracking. The bug that caused Johnny's footprint tracking to remain active if he was electrocuted on the cattle grid is now fixed. Disappearing health potions. We have fixed the bug that caused poisoned health potions to completely disappear from the map if it was swapped out for another item. Minigame UI disappearing. The team has fixed the issue that caused the minigame UI for toolbox gathering, lockpicking, bone pile gathering, turning on the generator, and solving the fuse box to disappear if done after winning a grapple. Lockpicking minigame. We have fixed the bug that caused the lockpicking minigame to wiggle rapidly when trying to complete it. Victims permanently highlighted. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Actually, this was kind of game-breaking. Victims becoming permanently highlighted after Grandpa is immobilized for a second time by Wyatt's star sign ability has been resolved. We also have fixed more instances where victims will become permanently highlighted after being caught by Grandpa's sonar.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. Gore bombs crashing. We resolved an issue in public and private matches where players were experiencing title crashes when Bones and at least 3 victims were hit by the same gore bomb. That never happened.
Never happened to me.
Nobody ever got hit by the same gore bomb 3 times.
And Bones was there too.
Yeah, come on. Rain effects inside containers. Instances where rain effects were present on props inside of the containers in Slaughterhouse has been fixed.
Finally.
Wow. Wyatt portrait resolution. We fixed an issue where Wyatt's portrait would sometimes appear in low resolution when viewed via the customization tab. Sweet. Hitchhiker chestburster execution. We have made improvements to decrease FPS drops during Hitchhiker's chestburster execution. Nice. No
Good.
more low FPS motorboating.
True.
Our team has fixed a bug where victim players were not receiving the proper XP when exiting the basement and other boundaries on the graveyard map.
Yeah, we were just like, oh, okay, I guess everything's the church basement, so guess we're not getting that XP bonus.
Yeah.
How am I going to get to level 99 now?
Well, double XP is active
Oh.
right now until the 26th. So
Okay, I'm going to go back
time.
in time about a year and a half and not be level 99 anymore.
Yeah. A bug has been resolved with Virginia's skill tree, where despite adjacent nodes being unlocked, a branch path on the right was not visible. Floating assets resolved an issue that would cause floating assets or items in the following locations: the mill, riverbed area, slaughterhouse, including Leatherface's lair.
Yep, that was interesting.
Sweet.
I'll take it.
We take it. Fix the problem where Gore was missing from Leatherface's lair on all slaughterhouse map variants. Our team has resolved an issue where Hitchhiker would become stuck when going through the wall gap that connects the west cell and dig room on Nancy's house with wireframe equipped.
That's been there for a long time, too.
Yep. We have fixed an issue where both family and victim players would get stuck in the crawl space and gaps in the tool storage area of gas station. Ladder stuck spots. The following ladder stuck spot locations have been fixed: tool shed, gas station, ladder thicket, gas station, garage ladder, slaughterhouse. Sweet. Valve stuck spot. We fixed the bug that caused victim players to get stuck in the valve if they spanned open the valve and proceed to get hit by a family member on slaughterhouse and gas station.
I think that's happened to me like twice. So glad I wasn't sure what was going on.
It's never going to happen again.
I hope so.
Family house lighting. We fixed unnatural lighting located by the shed in the front field area. Huge. Slaughterhouse lighting. The lighting in the holding pen area of slaughterhouse was too dark and has since been fixed.
Cool.
We have fixed a lighting issue where parts of the church basement on graveyard map appeared darker than intended. Multiple trees were missing collision on slaughterhouse, and collision is now present. The team has resolved an invisible collision issue that players could climb onto next to the crawl space and the feed storage in all the slaughterhouse map variants. Wow. We resolved an issue where players could walk on top of invisible assets near the graveyard entrance area. An issue has been resolved where players would walk on top of an invisible asset located in the shed basement area of the gas station map. The team has removed invisible collision located in the north tunnel area that blocked players' movement. Actually, that one fucked me a lot. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's one I've noticed at Nancy's house.
Is Nancy's house going to be goated now?
No. We have fixed the UI bug where Johnny players would receive the Sense Victim Fear UI notification. In Rush Week, we're on Rush Week. We did it. Rush Week vent access. We have fixed an issue where vent access wouldn't become unavailable immediately after it was destroyed. A bug has been fixed where players could climb over a specific table and remain stuck between assets. An issue has been fixed where sorority girls weren't receiving damage when Johnny pulled them from inside the car. Notice that one too.
Mm-hmm.
We have fixed the bug where the car would be floating in the yard area. Oh, really? Never saw that.
Thought it was a time machine.
I have a DeLorean. The team has fixed a bug where Johnny would get stuck in the car if he tried to pull a sorority girl out of it. We've resolved a problem with Johnny's hunt ability where it would incorrectly cancel when attempting to attack. There was a high voltage warning sign in the house basement that appeared to be floating and has been fixed. We fixed an issue where sorority girls were able to move if executed while attempting to climb a ladder and resulted in them remaining in a standing position after being executed. We resolved a bug where assets were clipping into the trunk hiding spot and would sometimes have an unnatural glow. Previously, players were unable to click prefer to play as victim with a mouse and would need to use a keyboard or controller input. Wow. We have fixed an issue where private match modifiers would transfer after a host player swapped from base game to Rush Week. An issue has been fixed where voice chat would not work properly for the host player after private match has been started. Wait a second's description will now read as victims who mistakenly get tangled in barbed wire must wait 3, 5, 8 seconds before removing it. Teammate assistance in the removal of the barbed wire is not intended. And
I would skip to the bottom one. First.
Change Connie Outfit Pack 3. We have changed the name of Connie's Quick Soda Cosmetic in Outfit Pack 3 from Cherry to Cola.
Okay.
First, why?
Maybe it's less red than they thought. Maybe it's more brown.
And then the most important patch note of this whole thing. Slaughterhouse Storm flags have been changed. We've changed the United States flags to Texas state flags. These flags will now have more of a weathered and worn look.
This is another instance of them watching our streams and just making a change that directly affects us and only us. Like we did it with the Masterizer tech.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fucked up.
They got rid of that for no reason. No one knew about it. We were the ones doing it. And now every time I get Slaughterhouse Storm, I walk as the cook into the middle of the map and I say, I gotta salute the American flag. Hold on. And now they're getting rid of the American flag.
Why? Why are they getting rid of the American flag? Were people really offended by the American flag? I mean, I guess in today's world, maybe. A lot of booing going on at American events. It's just so weird to me. Like, aside from all of that, it's still America. It's still in Texas. To say that
they wouldn't have any?
Yeah, it's weird to me. And then just the choice to, okay, in my head, there's two reasons to remove it based on this. Either it is for politically motivated reasons, which is fucking stupid. Keep it out of this game.
Correct.
Shut your fucking political opinions up. We're playing an asymmetrical horror game, okay?
Where people get murdered.
we can all be on the same page when it comes to gaming and leave our political shit to the side, and we'll talk about it another time, okay?
Correct.
Or it's because they wanted to add more of a weathered look, and they didn't want to weather the American flag.
It's kind of
either they hate America or they like America a little too much.
Well, I mean, I can go outside and look down the road and I can see a weathered American flag. You know?
Yeah, but
it's an abandoned slaughterhouse.
You should be burning it. All right.
Well, that is true. But burn a flag to retire it.
Yep.
That is true. But I'm very mad because now what am I going to do on Slaughterhouse Storm?
You can't salute the Texas flag.
You see, we just did our tier list, and I said, you got to stop and salute the American flag on Slaughterhouse Storm. It would bring that map up. So again, it's just why would you do that?
Why would you do that? But for real though, a lot of patch notes.
We were worried when we saw the Muerto Times that this was going to be a 5-liner patch note.
Yeah.
And with it being delayed by 3 weeks to a month, we were like, if this is a 5-liner, it's going to be really disappointing. Like, shut the game off.
Yeah. I mean, there is a lot here, and I'm glad that they were able to fix so much. A lot of them are very minute fixes, like they're subtle, like little tiny changes you wouldn't even notice.
And some are being fixed for a second or third time.
Right. But there are some significant changes in here that are good for stability and quality of life fixes here, which probably means the next patch is going to be more of a content-driven one, and maybe we're leaning closer to a new map. When's the last map we got? No, that was
Graveyard.
December. It was December.
Christmas night with Bones alone.
Yeah, it was December 13th, I think. It seems a little soon, just based on their release schedule. June. I've been saying June, so
that would be nice.
6 months is more than enough, you would think.
You would think. For a live service game, that's too long. Actually, that's too long.
Right.
But for this game, that is right. That's about right. It has to be. We can't go another year without a map. We're at one a year.
Yeah.
Actually, we got 2 last year.
Yeah.
If you count December 13th.
Yeah. But then who watch shit leak with this patch? We'll see what happens here, because that could very well happen. We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to check it out Thursday.
It is definitely going to be the most excited I have been to play the game in 2 months.
Are we getting up bright and early on Thursday?
We can.
I got nothing to do until 1.
I am busy Wednesday night, but whatever.
Content.
Yeah.
Content.
I'll get the gamer gum. What's that gum?
Neurogum.
Neurogum. I'll get the neurogum out.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't have it yet. It's not here yet. I think March 27th is what it said.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because we were talking, we're like, are we gonna be streaming this next patch at bright and early, 7 a.m. for us, 8 a.m. Eastern? We weren't really sure if we were gonna. I don't even know if we did the last. Did we?
I don't remember what the last update was.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely excited to come back to the game again.
I guess I gotta try on my Sunday best.
That is true. Or some dem.
Why doesn't Leatherface get a Sunday best?
That's just Pretty Woman.
It is, right? Like that's so. I'll make sure I go back to Pretty Woman on that day.
You have to.
Walk away from Thomas.
True. So sad. But yeah. Again, this does not change all the other issues we've talked about over the last couple months. You know, we need a level cap increase. We need something to grind for, something to play for. Double XP when we're all max level.
And, you know, at the same time, quality of life is important.
Yes.
And I think it is a good sign that they put so much effort into a quality of life update.
I would rather a quality of life patch be delayed than a map content patch be delayed. And sure, there is content tied to this patch releasing, but
if you were I guess there's two trains of thought on a quality of life fix at this point in the game's life. Either it's like, hey, maybe it's a good sign because they still give a shit that they want a good quality of life. They want to make sure the game is in a good position as they continue to put content in it. Or you could have the, you know, glass half empty look and be like, they're doing quality of life fixes because they don't want to leave the game in a bad spot. Right? So there's different ways to look at quality of life. I'm going to lean to the glass half full side and say that's because they want to make sure the game's in the best position before they start dumping content in your face.
Our glasses have been half empty for a while. We've been really, really pushing our opinions. And again, it's out of passion. Let's look at it with the glass half full today or Thursday.
Sure.
I'm ready for it. And if there's one thing I hope doesn't come out of this patch, like just doesn't work, it's that American flag.
Yeah.
How am I going to salute the American flag as the cook?
At least we can still wear like Julie's American flag cosmetic. And
if I see her running around it, hold on. Hold on. Gotta pay my respects real quick. Yeah. Fun times. Let's go.
That's it. That's her thoughts on the latest patch coming out Thursday. I guess we'll be streaming right away. So if let us know your thoughts on this wonderful patch in the comments below. But that's going to wrap this video. If you enjoy, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. Of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.